In 1934, Auto Union unveiled the Type C, a purpose-built land speed racer that abandoned the upright, boxy silhouette of its predecessors. The car featured a streamlined teardrop body, a fully enclosed cockpit, and a rear-mounted 5.0-liter V12 that pushed 520 horsepower. Its most striking aerodynamic element was the smooth, tapered nose and a low, flat underbody that reduced drag to an unprecedented 0.38 coefficient. The Type C set a new world record at the 1935 Montelheri circuit, reaching 268 km/h, proving that shape could rival raw power. Despite its success, the Type C was short-lived. Political turmoil and the outbreak of World War II halted further development, and the surviving examples now reside in museums as symbols of early aerodynamic ambition. Jaguar's 1959 XK150 marked the company's first foray into wind tunnel testing, a practice borrowed from aircraft design. Engineers added a long, low bonnet, a raked windshield, and a distinctive rear fin that directed airflow cleanly off the car. The fin reduced turbulence behind the vehicle, lowering drag and increasing top speed to 150 mph, a record for a production sports car at the time. The XK150 aerodynamic refinements also improved high-speed stability, a critical factor on the newly popular motorways of post-war Britain. Only 2,500 units were built before the model was superseded by the E Type, but the XK150 wind tunnel-derived shape set a template for Jaguar's future designs and demonstrated that systematic aero testing could translate directly into performance gains. When Jaguar launched the E Type in 1961, its long, low nose and smooth, flowing lines were immediately hailed as the epitome of automotive beauty. Beneath the aesthetic, the car employed a revolutionary aerodynamic profile with a drag coefficient of just 0.44, unprecedented for a road-legal vehicle. The front grille was narrowed, and the undercarriage was smoothed to reduce lift, granting the 3.8-liter inline-six a top speed of 150 mph without forced induction. The E-Type's success on the track, including class wins at Le Mans, validated its aerodynamic concepts. Production continued until 1975, with over 70,000 units sold worldwide. The car's legacy endures. Its silhouette inspired countless sports cars, and its aerodynamic principles remain a benchmark for performance design. Ford's GT40, introduced in 1965, was built to dominate Le Mans. Its aerodynamic breakthrough lay in the use of a low-profile, flat underbody with venturi tunnels that generated ground effect downforce without large wings. The car's long, sloping nose and sharply raked windshield cut air efficiently, while a rear diffuser expelled airflow, stabilizing the car at speeds over 200 mph. These features helped the GT40 claim 4 consecutive overall victories at Le Mans from 1966 to 1969, dethroning Ferrari. The GT40 aerodynamic philosophy, producing downforce through underbody shaping rather than external appendages, became a template for future prototypes. After its racing career, the GT40 entered limited production for road use, and today original examples fetch multi-million-dollar prices, celebrated as a masterclass in functional aerodynamics. The 1971 Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA was a lightweight, homologation special built for touring car competition. Its aerodynamic edge came from a dramatically reduced frontal area and a venturi-shaped undertray that channeled air beneath the car, creating suction that increased grip on twisty circuits. The GTA also featured a modest rear spoiler integrated into the trunk lid, fine-tuned in wind tunnel tests at the University of Turin. These refinements allowed the 2.0-liter engine to push the car to 140 mph while maintaining exceptional cornering stability. The GTA dominated the 1972 European Touring Car Championship, winning 11 of 12 races. Production ceased in 1975, but the car's underbody aero concepts influenced later Alfa models and demonstrated that even modestly powered cars could gain a competitive edge through careful airflow management. When Porsche released the 928 in 1978, it introduced a sleek, fastback silhouette with an integrated rear spoiler that blended into the roofline. The car's aerodynamic design focused on reducing lift at high speeds. A smooth underbody and a rear diffuser worked together to keep the vehicle planted without the need for large, protruding wings. Wind tunnel testing produced a drag coefficient of 0.34, remarkable for a Grand Tourer of its size. The 928 aerodynamic efficiency allowed its 4.5-liter V8 to deliver 240 horsepower while achieving a top speed of 155 mph and superior fuel economy for its class. Though it never outsold the 911, the 928 remained in production until 1995. Influencing Porsche's later models, including the 911 Turbo's integrated rear wing and the 964 underbody treatments. Ferrari's 1984 Testarossa broke away from traditional low-drag design, opting instead for dramatic side strakes that acted as air intakes and visual signatures. Behind the scenes, the strakes directed airflow to the rear-mounted radiators, improving cooling without compromising the car's overall drag coefficient of 0.34. The flat-bottomed under-tray and rear diffuser further reduced turbulence, enabling the 5.0-liter flat 12 to reach 180 mph. The Testarossa's distinctive aero package became an icon of 1980s supercar styling, proving that functional airflow management could coexist with bold aesthetics. Production ran until 1996, with over 7,000 units built. The strake concept resurfaced in later Ferrari models, such as the F40's large rear wing, cementing the Testarossa's role as a bridge between pure performance aerodynamics and flamboyant design. The 1991 McLaren F1 set new standards for road car aerodynamics. Its central driving position allowed a narrow frontal area, while the carbon fiber monocoque featured a smooth, undercut belly that acted as a ground effect tunnel, generating downforce without a rear wing. An adjustable rear spoiler deployed at speeds above 150 km/h, fine-tuned by wind tunnel data, balancing drag and downforce for a top speed of 386 km/h, a record at the time. The F1's active aerodynamics air ducts that opened to cool the massive 6.1-liter V12 were controlled by temperature sensors, a first for a production car. Only 106 units were produced before the model was retired in 1998. The F1's aerodynamic philosophy directly influenced McLaren's later supercars and highlighted how active airflow control could enhance both performance and reliability. When Toyota launched the Prius in 1997, it introduced a low-drag eco-aero package aimed at maximizing fuel efficiency. The car's roofline sloped gently toward the rear, and a smooth underbody shielded turbulent airflow beneath the vehicle. Small aerodynamic tweaks such as a rear spoiler integrated into the trunk lid and strategically placed side mirrors reduced the drag coefficient to 0.28. one of the lowest for a mass-produced vehicle at the time. These measures contributed to the Prius achieving an EPA rating of 55 mpg combined, setting a benchmark for hybrid efficiency. The Prius remains in production, with each generation refining its aerodynamic envelope. Its success spurred other manufacturers to prioritize drag reduction as a core element of eco-friendly design. Bugatti's 2005 Veyron combined raw power with sophisticated aerodynamics to tame its 1001 horsepower W16 engine. The car featured dual front diffusers, a low-profile hood, and an active rear wing that adjusted angle based on speed, providing downforce when needed and flattening at top speed to minimize drag. A smooth undertray and rear diffuser worked together to manage airflow, achieving a drag coefficient of 0.36 despite the car's massive size. These systems enabled the Veyron to break the 400 km/h barrier, reaching 408 km/h in 2005, and later 431 km/h in the Super Sport version. Production ended in 2015 after 450 units, but the Veyron's integrated active aero set a new standard for hypercar engineering, influencing successors such as the Chiron and external projects like the Koenigsegg Agera RS. The 2012 Tesla Model S introduced a sleek, aerodynamic silhouette to the electric sedan market. Its drag coefficient of 0.24, achieved through a smooth underbody, flush door handles, and a subtly raked windshield, remains among the lowest for a production car. An active grille shutter system opened and closed automatically to balance cooling needs with aerodynamic efficiency, reducing drag at highway speeds. The rear spoiler, integrated into the trunk lid, deployed at speeds above 80 km/h, adding stability without a large visual penalty. These features contributed to the Model S's EPA range of over 300 miles per charge, demonstrating that aerodynamic efficiency directly translates to electric range. The Model S remains in production, with each iteration refining its aero package, and has inspired other EV manufacturers to adopt similar low-drag designs. Mercedes-AMG unveiled the One in 2020, a road-legal car built around Formula One hybrid technology. Its aerodynamic architecture mirrors a race car, a front splitter, side skirts, a large rear diffuser, and an active rear wing that adjusts angle up to 70 degrees. The underbody features a Venturi tunnel that generates up to 1000 N of downforce at 250 km/h, while the drag coefficient sits at 0.30, high for such downforce but acceptable for a performance hypercar. The active aero system is controlled by a suite of sensors that balance drag and grip in real time, allowing the 1000 horsepower powertrain to accelerate from 0-100 km/h in under 2.5 seconds. Production is limited to 275 units, each hand-built. The ONE F1-derived aero package demonstrates how race-track technology can be transferred to road cars, setting a new benchmark for hybrid performance vehicles. Tell us which aerodynamic breakthrough you want to explore next, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more car engineering deep dives.